Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium at Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Sproles, the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Walker. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They're going to try and throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Phillip Lindsay. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On play action, Haskins. It's caught, Nelson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, we got
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins caught here by Griffin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 2nd and 9 now. This complete to the former Longhorn, Marcus Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Walker. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New Orleans.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Walker, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Prater for the extra point. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on second down. Walker. The throw caught by Core. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 16, Walker. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Walker. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cody Core, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On first down, it's Lindsey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Walker now, off the play fake. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. On 2nd down. Now it's Haskins. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Haskins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Caught by Nelson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. He completes it to Tate. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And this is Cook with a grab. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Watch left, tight end to the right.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory.